Hello everyone, this is Srushti Mudholkar from IIPHD AVV and this video is the assignment video under the guidance of Dr. Shalikram Prajapat sir on the topic Structured English. So let's get into it. Purpose. Structured English is the modified form of English language used to specify logic of information system processes, although there is no single standard English, relies on action verbs and noun phrases and contains no adjectives or adverbs. Strengths, weakness and limitations. Structured English aims to get benefits of programming language and natural language, that is, program logic helps to attain precision, while natural English helps with familiarity of spoken word. As we know, base of structured English is English. It's an effective communication tool and easy to teach and understand. Using this also means not having to worry about initializing variables, opening and closing files, and also clarifying the logic and relationships found in human beings. If the main concern is communication with programmers, pseudocode is a better choice. Structured English is not a good choice in order to describe a high-level control structure or an algorithm in which numerous decisions must be made. Now, let's go through the inputs and related ideas. Before writing structured English, designer must be aware of algorithm or procedure. The necessary information might be compiled from direct observation, extracted from existing documentation. Some other tools for documentation or processes include logic flowcharts, decision trees, decision tables, and data dictionary. Concept. Express all logic in terms of sequential structures, decision structures, or iterations. Use and capitalize accepted keywords such as if, then, else, do, and perform. Indent blocks of statements to show their nesting clearly. Concept. Underline words or phrases that have been defined in a data dictionary. Be careful while using and or. Avoid confusion while using logical comparisons such as greater than or equal to. Sequence. A block of instructions in which no branching occurs. This begin with commands such as move, get, write, read or compute, followed by the name or names of associated data elements. Now let's go through the example of sequence. Compute gross pay, add 1 to counter, multiply hours worked by pay rate to gross pay, get inventory record, move customer name to invoice, write invoice. Now let's go through the decision structure. Only if a condition is true, complete following statements, otherwise jump to the else. That is, if condition, then block 1, else means not condition, so block 2. Now let's go through the example of decision structure. If stock on hand is less than a recorder point, then turn on recorder flag. Else stock on hand not less than recorder point, so turn off recorder flag. Now let's go through the syntax of nested decision. So it says if condition 1, then if condition 2, then block A, else not condition 2, so block B, else not condition 1, so block C. Now let's go through the example of nested decision. So it says compute discount if order is from bookstore and if order size is small, then discount is 25%, else order size is minimum, so no discount is allowed, else order is from libraries or individual customer, so if order size is large, discount is 15%, else if order size is medium, discount is 10%, else if order size is small, discount is 5%, else order size is minimum, so no discount is allowed. Now let's go through repetition or iteration. Well, it defines a block of structured English that is executed repetitively until a terminal condition is reached. For example, such instructions as repeat until condition 1, block 1 or for each transaction, block A. Now let's go through iteration example. Receive weekly sales reports from sales department. Do while there are sales reports to process. Begin if sales record has a value for each required element in data structure, then verification code equal to complete. Verified sales report is sales report plus verification code, review date, reviewer name, store verified sales report in verified sales report file. Else, verification code not complete. Incomplete sales report is sales report, verification code, review date, reviewer name, reviewer comment, send incomplete sales report to sales department, endf and do while. Now let's go through the key terms that has been used in the presentation. So the first one is module. Well, it is nothing but a portion of a larger program that performs a specific task. Second term is procedure. It is a set of guidelines, rules and instructions for performing a task, often a manual procedure. Third one is routine, a set of instructions that performs a specific limited task. Software. Few software tools are designed to produce structured English. Word processors and text editors are used sometimes. So that's all. Thank you.